This morning we're down in sunny Southampton to look at the Fairline Phantom 48 that we have for sale from 2008. This boat is in excellent condition and we're just going to do a short walkthrough video so that you can get a good idea of the condition and the layout of this lovely looking Fairline Phantom 48. So as we approach the boat, this is a Fairline Phantom 48 from 2008 as already mentioned. It's the Mark II version and it's been kept in the UK all of her life. She's had two owners and is fully specified for enjoyment on the south coast in the UK. As we walk up to the boat, you can see the lovely lines on board. The boat has recently just enjoyed a full polish, anti-foul, exterior valet, servicing, and is meticulously maintained. I do have some pictures of her out of the water that were taken just prior to the boat being launched around here, which I will add on to the end of the video so that you can see the underwater condition of the boat. As we come around to the transom, you can see that there's a big bathing platform with room for a tender or jet rib with hydraulic passerelle, which doubles up as a crane, and if you're taking the boat down to the Med, is ideal for stern to mooring. The boat has also just recently been fitted with new underwater lights, which we've just put on, but they're hard to see in this light. But there's three underwater lights there. And obviously that gives a lovely effect in the evening when you're on the boat. As you come aboard, you have a bathing ladder that comes out of the platform here, so when you're anchored up it's easy to get on and off the boat. Teak bathing platform, nice steps up into the cockpit area, and under this step here you have your housing for your shore power system. Down here we also have the transom shower, and these are the controls for it here as well, so that when you've been bathing you can come out of the water, shower yourself off, get rid of all the salt water. As we come up into the boat, you can see we've got a lovely teak cockpit and a sensible seating area. We've just put the table to one side for the minute because I want to show you the engine room in a second. But all the upholstery on the exterior was replaced a couple of seasons ago, and it's all the newer style fabric that everyone likes to go for these days, and it's been updated in keeping with the boat and modern times. As we come through the cockpit area here, you can see there's a big entrance to the saloon and the steps that go up to the flybridge area, and then we have a decent walkway along the side of the boat, plenty of grab handles. So there's easy access onto the bow. Big windows on the side let in lots of natural light. Sunbathing cushion area on the bow as well. I believe this boat does have the sunbathing cushions, but they're kept stored away for the owner at the moment until he starts using the boat a bit more. As we come through to the bow area, you have anchor windlass here with deck controls. That's also supported by controls at the upper and lower helm, so you can do it from there. And then there's anchor storage, chain, and room for fenders and ropes, etc. down there. You can see the stainless steel work on this boat is to a high standard, and there is plenty of protection for rubbing lines on the front there, fair leads, and as I said, plenty of rails around the boat. As we come back, I think you can see the detail of the polishing. I must apologise, it's quite windy today, so if there's a lot of wind noise, then unfortunately there's not a lot I can do about that at the moment. But as I said, you can see all the polishing has been done. It's all looking very tidy and very nice. As we come back down into the cockpit area, see we've got decent teak treads that go up to the flybridge, which I'll take you up to now. Again, plenty of grab handles, very well laid out, decent flybridge area here, teak table, all new seating, so I think it's 2 or 3 seasons old, I'm not 100% sure. Full array of electronics on board the boat, decent flybridge wet bar here, so you have a fridge in here, storage locker, griddle, sink. As you come round, you've got plenty of seating by the helm. Straighten up the steering wheel. Very accessible helm position. Fantastic from here. If I just stand behind the helm now, this is where you're driving from. So you can see you've got plenty of visibility. You're in the centre of the boat, so you can see what's going on. It's very easy to come down and look down the side here as you come back up. Again, we step to the other side. Plenty of access to see what's going on and to communicate with your crew as you're manoeuvring the boat. And from the helm position, you can look back down through the stairway and you can see the wheel of the boat. Again, so it's very easy to assess where you are when you're mooring. On the helm, you have a full array of electronic instruments. Navigation centre just here. That's got a radar, GPS, chart plotter, and you can put other feeds into it like videos, etc. And there is a video on the back of the boat, I think, for when you're mooring. You've got your autopilot control just down here, speed and depth here, searchlight control. You've got a remote controlled searchlight here, bow thruster control, engine controls here, and the diagnostics for them just over here. A remote control for the stereo, which was all upgraded, but I'll come to that shortly. Trim tab controls, horn and anchor switches. We spoke about the anchor a minute ago, and then your full engine instrumentation here as well. On the side, you've got the second station VHF radio, and then as you come back round on this side, you have a 12-volt receptacle. So if you want to charge a phone or a pulsable VHF or something like that, that's easily done. There's also some nice low-level blue LED lights up here as well, which again, of an evening, make a big difference. And with the upgraded stereo, you can see you've got several Fusion speakers here. And although I've not listened to it in anger, I believe that the stereo is quite something else on here. The boat has been coded for charter, although it's not used for it very often. The odd day charter is done on the boat, and it's very selective with the guests that they use on here to make sure that it's been maintained to a good level. As we come back down, you can see we've got fantastic access to the flybridge here with this great big perspex door. So when you're at sea and you're going along, you can shut this down. It's all nice and safe, and you can fall down. The stairs are nice and thick, so you can come up and down. Forward or backwards, and it really makes the boat very accessible. As we come into the cockpit area here, there's a big hatch for the engine room, which we'll have a look at the moment. And as we come around to the side here, you have all your battery switches and fuel cut-offs, manual bilge pumps, switch for the underwater lights here as well. As we come back round to here, you've got the crew cabin option on this boat. Now, excuse the mess on here, I believe because it's just used purely for storage on this boat, but it just gives you an idea. There is a toilet and shower down there as well, and it's ideal if you are using the boat with another family or with your own children as an extra place to be able to sleep on board. You have life rafts on the back here, and there's also one stored underneath the stairs here. Any of the safety equipment and the rib are not included in the sales price, but are available under separate negotiation. As we come back into the cockpit, I'm just going to move these chairs to show you access to the engine room. And then you have a nice big hatch here, which lifts up on stainless steel gas struts. Very substantial, very well engineered. You can see the quality of all the fiberglass. This boat has the twin Volvo Penta D9 engines. Just come down and show you in here. There's also a generator on board. Sorry about this, I just moved the camera around. Just going a bit upside down here, but there's a generator in the back here. And then you have all the systems of the boat in the back. Sorry to make you dizzy, but it just gives you a good idea. You can see again, for the age, this boat has been very well maintained, and the current owner is quite meticulous in making sure that she's looked after well. Just going to shut the engine hatch down now and head on inside. Let's take my shoes off. Again, the specification on this boat is quite comprehensive. It's got the lovely leather upholstery with the cream Berber carpets. This has actually got over carpets on, so the original carpets are underneath, which have been protected. You can feel straight away as we come inside, it's nice and light and airy on board. Just turn the stereo down as we're here anyway. This is the new Fusion stereo system that's been fitted on the boat, and then you also have the Bose 321 system that's connected to the TV and gives you surround sound for the TV in the saloon here. The Fusion stereo is I believe it's outside in the cockpit, on the fly bridge, in the saloon area here. Again, if we just have a quick look up, you can see there's the new speakers here in the ceiling, and outside in the cockpit ceiling here. And there's the capability with this to connect in your Bluetooth on your phone to stream music. All the AV on the boat was updated last year, so it's got a new TV here. The original one was much smaller, and this is a new LED TV on here, so that's all been upgraded. And again, just as we're looking around, you can see plenty of grab handles, some on the ceiling here to make sure it's nice and safe. You've got the nice contemporary chrome surrounds on all the switches with the black switches. Stainless steel patio doors at the back with a curtain, plenty of sockets, and then you've got this lovely dining area here which works really well, and it doubles up as either somewhere to sit and eat, or you can lower it right down and have it in a coffee table style. This is electrically operated, so I'll just put this down for you. So that's down in the coffee table, keeps on going down, and then if I put it back up, you can have it as a normal table. And these leaves fold out, and also this chair here is movable, so you can slide it across and everyone can sit round the table area here, making it incredibly sociable. As we come back, you have plenty of storage along the side here to go with the galley. You've got a little drinks fridge in the saloon area, which is quite handy. I won't open all of these, but you've got storage for glasses and cutlery and all the bits and pieces that you might want to use. Then as we come up to the lower helm area, it's a fully comprehensive helm. You've got your main systems and batteries switches here, which are just under this flap. We've got the control for the stereo. Let's turn it up and down. Twin helm seats. So very sociable. If you're cruising with friends or your partner, you can sit here together whilst underway. VHF radio, generator, control system to start it. Trim tab controls, engine command control there to take command of the controls. Again, you have the keypad for the remote searchlight, depth and speed, autopilot, ray marine system here, bow thruster control, engine keys go in there, and then we've got this really neat pop-up binnacle. So when you start the engines, this comes up and you've got all your engine instrumentation here. When you're not using it and you turn the keys off, it automatically lowers, or we can manually do it on the switch here. And then it's nice and out of the way and unobtrusive when you're on the boat. As we look around, you can see you've got a nice big helm area here, which has got a black finish to it, which is great if you're underway at night, so it's anti-glare. You don't get any reflection on there, and it makes the boat nice and light and airy. This being the Mark II version, you have opening windows on both sides, which are good for air ventilation. And as mentioned, plenty of windows on here, lots of natural light. It's got all the ocean air blinds on here, so you can get privacy. They're really neat and just store out of the way. And then there's cushions, I believe, for the front and the side windows. Sorry, covers for the front and the side windows, so you can get some more privacy if you want to put those on. As we come down, again, decent stairway down into the galley. I'll just stand here for a minute so you can get an idea of it. So it's a small galley, but it's really well laid out, and for a boat of this size, perfect and all you need really. You've got a ceramic hob, full burner hob here, room for a kettle. Again, very well laid out, nice stone worktops. Big fridge, so plenty of storage in there. We've got the overlay carpets on here, so excuse the dirt with those, but you've got a wooden floor underneath. Again, plenty of storage, 1.5 sink bowl, or bowl sink, should I say. Sorry, we've got the dehumidifier on here. Like I say, the owner looks after the boat really well, so it's always got heating on and dehumidifiers, and it's he uses it all year round as well, so it is fully maintained. Microwave up at the top here. And then, as we come through to the companionway, we go around to the right, to the stern, and this goes into the aft cabin, which was a nice design on this compared to the previous Phantom 46, which had the master cabin forward. The trend these days tends to be to have master cabin aft. You're further into the centre of the boat. You don't get noise from water on the bow of the boat slapping on it. It's a lot more stable, a lot more comfortable when you sleep on it. As you can see, nice double bed, plenty of headroom in here. I'm a big guy, I'm 6'8", and quite big with it, so I can move around the boat quite freely. Plenty of mirrors to give you the feeling of space. And again, as I said, this boat's very well specified. In here we have washing machine, which is really handy to have on board. Not many of them have that. Dressing table area, and that has a neat fold down TV in it. I'll just open that up for you so you can see it. Again, really well thought out and laid out on this boat. Ocean air blinds everywhere again, plenty of wardrobe space. Behind the panel there you've got all the electric breaker panel, so that's easily accessible for all the stuff you don't need all day every day. As you come back up out of here, we have a rather smart ensuite. Lovely wooden floor finish, nice contemporary look and feel with the downlights, big shower, just a really great space and layout for this size of boat. As we come out back into the companionway, we move forward into the master cabin. As you can see, plenty of space around the bed, really well thought out and laid out. Plenty of storage either side. Above you have access to the day head and shared ensuite here, so you can either come in this way or through the main companionway, and it's shared with the third cabin. Just come around this side. TV, downlights, stereo speakers, bedside lights either side, decent sized bed, plenty of headroom again, nice blinds, again very well finished and laid out. As we come back out, I will just go into the guest ensuite. Just give you a quick tour around. Again, plenty of storage, really nicely finished. This boat's got the oak interior, which is just so nice compared to the older, darker woods. Nice stone finished tops, a lot more contemporary, a lot more up to date. Considering the age of the boat, you just wouldn't think it is that old, because a lot of the boats of this age just don't have this look and feel to them. So the oak finish is great. As I reverse back out, I'm in the companionway, and then round to the starboard side we have the third cabin. Again, there's a bit of storage going on in here, but it's a very comfortable third cabin. It's actually got two bunks. I'm not going to pull this down at the moment, but this is a Pullman bunk, which you undo the bolts at the top, and then that drops down and it gives you a nice bunk bed arrangement in here, so you can sleep 6 very comfortably on board, plus someone in the crew cabin, and it just gives you all the options that you'd ever need. As we come back through the companionway, nice and light and airy, because you have the big space up into the saloon area. Just have a quick look around the boat from here. On the lighting, you might notice in the ceiling we've got all the white spotlights on, but actually above the helm you have twin red lights, and again for nighttime running that works really well. Walking back out onto the aft deck and the seating, just have a look over onto the aft bathing platform where the tender is, and that gives you a good idea of the boat, having a good look around.